In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of Holy Spirit, one God. Amen. Chosen one, listen closely. This is not a coincidence. This message has found you because heaven has something urgent to reveal. Something is shifting in your life right now. And if you stop listening, you'll miss the moment heaven marked for your breakthrough. Breathe. Beloved, heaven is not alarming you. Heaven is aligning you. This interruption is mercy, not panic. Right now, in silence and in shadows, a scheme is unfolding. Someone is using your name, twisting your truth, and plotting your removal. And they're using someone you once trusted to do it. Behind the smiles and sudden kindness, there's a strategy. They're gathering your words, studying your patterns, pretending to protect you, while secretly preparing to strike. Your dignity remains your defense. Keep your peace. It's not paranoia, it's discernment. The Holy Spirit is exposing what was once hidden. For there is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. Luke 12:2. The Lord will fig HT for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. You felt it, haven't you? As you read this, a name may come to your heart. Not coincidence, but confirmation. The fake laughter, the strange timing, the closed doors, and unread messages. These aren't random. They are signs. Someone is whispering your name in rooms you haven't entered. Rooms they never wanted you in. Do not chase rumors. Let truth find you. But hear this. They fear what you carry. It's not just envy, it's intimidation. Your presence reveals their lack. Your growth threatens their comfort. And so instead of rising higher, they seek to drag you down. Bless them in your heart and release the need to explain yourself. But they've underestimated your covering. Grace has already gone ahead of you. The same God who anointed David when Saul plotted his fall is watching over you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good. Genesis 50:20. Even now someone, why? Spiritual and earthly authority is quietly observing. They see the manipulation, and soon truth will roar louder than every whisper, and the trap they set will turn on them. When the right voice speaks, the house of cards will fall. This is your moment. You are not powerless. The door they tried to shut will open wider than ever, because this wasn't to break you. It was to expose those who never truly walked with you. What humiliated you will become your testimony. Now, as you step into this divine revelation, I invite you to declare your readiness. Type amen in the comments as a bold sign that you are covered, protected, and rising in your God-given authority. And don't leave just yet. We'll close with a powerful prayer of protection and vindication. Before we pray, posture your heart for forgiveness, not revenge. Stay with me to the final amen. There's a blessing with your name on it. Stay until the end, chosen one. What's about to unfold will leave you speechless. Chosen one, hear thee. Not as a coincidence, but as confirmation. Something is unfolding behind the scenes. And you are being watched not with love, not with loyalty, but with quiet envy and twisted intent. Every move you've made recently, every word you've spoken has been shadowed by eyes that never celebrated your growth. They were never applauding, they were observing, waiting, documenting, twisting your strength into something that could be weaponized. What you thought was peace was actually preparation. Not on your part, but theirs. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give supper thanks with contributions of up to $120. I pay men to get blessing on 100 million. Behind closed doors, your name has already been mentioned to those in authority. They painted you as the issue, distorted your words, and disguised your purpose. But what they fail to realize is this: the truth doesn't need your defense. It records itself. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, keeping watch on the wicked and the good. Proverbs 15:3. Every lie told about you, every whisper sown into the fabric of someone else's perception, it's being captured, not by human hands, but by divine order, stored, preserved, waiting for the moment of justice. Stay with me, because the very plan that was designed to erase you is becoming the proof of their deception. This was never about fairness. It was never about a mistake you made. This was about your light, the kind that shines so purely it makes others uncomfortable in their shadows. They wanted the attention you draw naturally. They wanted the peace you carry like armor. And when they couldn't possess it, they plotted to eliminate it. But let this be a reminder: you don't need to beg for understanding. Not everyone is equipped to perceive the purity of your intentions. In fact, stop explaining yourself to those committed to misunderstanding you. Let your fruit speak. Let your character shine. Let your silence speak louder than every accusation. Eve: a fool is thought wise if he keeps silent. Proverbs 17:28. In moments of tension, breathe. Choose calm over chaos, because peace confuses every attack. There's something holy about your restraint. While others scramble to build lies, you've held your peace. While they stirred confusion, you've stood still. And soon, that silence will speak volumes. It will scream your innocence and whisper their guilt, until even their allies question the story they've been sold. And yes, there is someone they sent to watch you, to collect pieces of your life and report back. But even that person is starting to tremble. Guilt is beginning to crack the mask. Soon they'll slip. A wrong message, a forwarded email, a confession that was never meant to be heard, and the unraveling will begin. Truth doesn't always burst in. Sometimes it drips one mistake at a time. But those small leaks, they turn into floods. What they don't know is that the room they once used to conspire against you will be the essay. Me place, their downfall is announced. Their calm is cracking. Their plan is trembling. And those who once believed the lies will begin to see the truth. Faces will change, voices will shake, and the fear of exposure will settle in their bones. You are not being displaced. You're being divinely redirected. God is not punishing you. He is preparing you. Consider the story of Joseph. His own brothers threw him into a pit, sold him off, tried to erase his future, not realizing they were pushing him toward the palace. What man meant for harm, God turned for good. Genesis 50:20. The betrayal wasn't a blockage, it was a bridge. So now in your story, the whispers and setups are not your ending. They are the stage being built for your rise. The door they tried to shut in your face will open so wide, it will expose every hidden motive they had. And when it does, you will walk through, not in bitterness, but in authority. You'll start to notice it soon. Subtle changes, a message sent too soon, a file left open on someone's screen, conversations that end abruptly when you enter. Those aren't coincidences. They are breadcrumbs of truth, leading you out of confusion and into clarity. And deep down, the one who knew everything, the one who sat silently in the middle of it all, their conscience is catching fire. Sleepless nights, anxious glances, a heaviness they can't shake. The truth is becoming too loud to ignore. Their silence is no longer protective, it's damning. Even now, someone respected, someone with real authority is watching it unfold. They see the inconsistencies, they sense the manipulation, they're connecting dots, and soon their voice will rise in your defense. When they speak, every false narrative will collapse like a house of cards. Don't panic, don't retaliate. You don't need to fight. Your peace is already working for you. Every attempt to use your silence against you is now being flipped. What they hoped would shame you will only showcase your strength. Heaven is rewriting the story, not through noise, but through divine order. Hold your posture, keep your spirit steady. The light is breaking through the cracks. What they meant for humiliation is becoming your moment of honor. Every shadow they sent your way is now being chased out by the radiance of truth. The moment of justice isn't coming, it's already begun. Quiet, unstoppable, divine. And when the dust settles, you'll see this for what it truly was. Not a betrayal, but a revelation. Not a breakdown, but a breakthrough. Because in the end, the Most High never abandons His chosen. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. And so, chosen ones, stay still, stay wise, stay watching. What's coming isn't your end. It's your elevation. Be still for a moment. Not out of fear, but to feel what's shifting around you. There's something moving beneath the surface of your life. Quiet, calculated, and unstoppable. It's no longer chaos. It's justice taking form. You were never Mia and T to fight this battle with noise. You were meant to stand in peace while the truth gathered its voice. While others schemed in the background, whispered in corners, fabricated stories, and manipulated perceptions, you remained calm. They mistook that calm for weakness, but heaven knew better. Somewhere, someone who once walked in agreement with their plan has quietly turned away. Unseen by them, that individual has been collecting the truth. Screenshots, voice recordings, messages, small pieces that looked insignificant, but now hold the weight of redemption. These are not just receipts, they are evidence wrapped in divine timing. And now that evidence is in motion, it's moving toward hands that hold authority, discernment, and the moral courage to act. A file, a message, a forward. It has reached someone who sees clearly. And the moment it lands where it needs to be, the entire story will flip without warning. You won't have to lift a finger. Heaven itself testifies on your behalf. Very hidden thing now speaks for you. For the Lord loves justice. He will not forsake His saints. Psalm 37:28. What they meant to use against you will now stand as their own undoing. The very structure they built to trap you is collapsing under the weight of its own deceit. They thought they were playing a clever game, but they never expected the power of truth to be this patient, this precise. Watch carefully. Strange things will begin to happen. Conversations will shift. The people who once doubted you will behave differently, confused by what they're beginning to realize. They're seeing through the fog. The illusion is lifting. Why? Because God doesn't let lies win forever. The balance is being restored slowly. Yes, but with divine force. Their fake smiles fading, their confidence cracking, their alliances unraveling. Someone among them is breaking down. The guilt, the weight of knowing they participated in something unjust, it's eating them from the inside out. And when one breaks, the rest will fall like dominoes. The truth will spill like oil, staining everything it touches. This is your vindication, not just in private, but in the very space where they tried to humiliate you. The silence you carried, the silence they mocked, is now the loudest voice in the room. What they saw as your surrender was actually your wisdom. You stood still while the storm passed. And now that the skies are clearing, the world will see who stood with integrity and who built everything on lies. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity. Proverbs 11:3. Their plan is falling apart faster than they ever imagined, and the irony, they thought they were invisible. But the one who sees all has already exposed them. Right now, someone is holding on to a message, a file, a piece of truth that could unravel everything, and they can't sit with it any longer. Their heart is too heavy, their conscience won't rest, and when they finally speak, and they finally bring it to light, it will be like a divine spotlight exposing every dark corner. You are standing on the edge of a massive shift, a reversal so swift, so undeniable, it will stun even those who thought you were finished. Their voices are trembling now. Their words no longer align. They look unsure because they are. The performance is ending and the curtain is lifting. This isn't just vindication, it's elevation. You've been walking through fire, but not to be destroyed. You were being refined. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give supper thanks with contributions of up to $120. I pay men to get blessing 100 million. Like Shadrach, Meek, and Abednego, you were thrown into the flames by people who thought you'd never walk out. But now, just like them, you're walking out without a trace of smoke. And those who watched will know the fourth man was with you all along. The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. Psalm 34:17. Your peace has become your defense. Your endurance is the evidence. The energy has shifted. You may feel it already. The calls that feel different. The long silence is turning into awkward confessions. The nervous glances. The unreadable behavior. These are not accidents, they're signals. Divine justice doesn't shout, it moves in precision. And now that it's your time, the doors they shut have not only reopened, they've been replaced with gates of favor. But this time it's not just letting you back in, it's lifting you higher than you were ever meant to go while they were in control. What they tried to use to destroy you has become the reason you're now respected, seen, and elevated. Every piece of this, even the betrayal, is working together for your good. You didn't break, you didn't lash out. You waited on the Lord, and now the shift is so close, your spirit can already sense it. That recognition you feel, that's confirmation. Your name is being restored, not just cleared, honored. Your legacy is intact. And those who walked away, laughed behind closed doors, or whispered lies to feel powerful, they are watching everything flip right in front of them. Their power gone, their lies crumbling, the system they relied on falling apart piece by piece. You chosen one are walking in the favor that no one can manipulate, no one can block, and no one can take away. From this moment forward, walk boldly. Every storm you endured was a part of your preparation. Every silence you kept was part of your strength. What was used to hurt you has already been repurposed by heaven to shield you, promote you, and protect your calling. This is the part where everything changes and no one can stop it. Something massive is unfolding, not in the distance, but right here, right now. You're not waiting for a breakthrough anymore. You're standing in the middle of it. The shift didn't begin when the pain ended. It began when the betrayal happened, that moment of Heartbreak wasn't your defeat. It was the beginning of a divine transition. You see, the story of your life is no longer about what they tried to do to you. It's about how you rose in spite of it. And not just with strength, but with dignity, with stillness, with grace that echoed louder than their slander. What was once hidden behind locked doors now rises like the dawn, the revelation unstoppable. What was once whispered in shadows is now trembling under the weight of exposure. Those who wore smiles as masks can no longer look you in the eye. The light has reached every corner they hoped would stay dark. Don't skip this. You need to hear this part. Their silence now betrays them. It screams what their mouths never had the courage to admit. The unity they once had built on envy and deception is cracking. The ones who joined forces to cast you out are now turning on each other, unsure of where to place blame as the ground beneath them crumbles. Every lie they told is now unraveling, not in one loud collapse, but in quiet personal hauntings. Their words are returning to them not as power, but as weight. One whisper at a time, truth is doing its work. Now something even more powerful is happening. Those who doubted you are now defending you. The same lips that spread falsehoods are searching for explanations. But it's too late. The truth has come, not to destroy, but to reveal. There is no revenge here. This is revelation. This is restoration. The Most High is rewriting your name into the narrative, not with pain, but with purpose. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Psalm 23:5. They didn't expect the story to shift this way. They didn't anticipate that the very stones they threw would build the platform where your victory would stand. You were never meant to be cast out. You were chosen to witness what happens when truth confronts manipulation. Every move they made to erase your presence only magnified your worth. You were never erased. You were being positioned, and heaven never lost sight of you. Hold on to this. Destiny remembers those who remain silent with integrity. Every moment you resisted the urge to lash out was a seed. And now that seed is breaking through the soil. Not with vengeance, but with victory. The storm has passed. And where there was once confusion, there is now clarity. Those who once tried to write your ending are watching as you begin again. Stronger, wiser, unshakable. They once whispered your downfall, but now they whisper apologies. They'll never be bold enough to say aloud, you, the one they underestimated, have become unmovable. Not because you fought harder, but because you trusted deeper. Your grace was louder than their schemes. Your silence was not weakness. It was spiritual authority. And now it's all unfolding. You'll begin to notice the signs. A message you didn't expect. A shift in conversation. A silence that suddenly speaks volumes. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. This is the release you've prayed for. This is the moment your spirit breathes again. The breakthrough isn't approaching, it has arrived. The very places that rejected you are being prepared to receive you with honor, not pity, respect. What once dismissed you is now turning to celebrate you. Your peace has become your power. Your silence has become your recognition. Your stillness has opened doors no hand could have forced. And now your name is being restored with dignity, clarity, and truth. But don't just rise. Transform. Use your pain like a key. Take what hurt you and turn it into wisdom. Let your healing become someone else's hope. Bless even those who once betrayed you. This is how the kingdom works. This is how you take back your power without ever lifting a sword. All things work together for the good of those who love God, who are called according to His purpose. Romans 8:28. This entire journey wasn't punishment. It was preparati on. Every tear you wiped in silence, every sleepless night you endured, they weren't wasted. They were sacred. The unseen hand of divine protection was guiding you, not around the fire, but through it. Now you stand on the other side, not burned but refined, not broken but reborn. Just stepping into freedom. No more proving, no more pretending, no more carrying the weight of other people's opinions. The very ones who tried to exile you are now forced to watch your rise. And deep down, even if they never say it, they know it was always meant to be you. There's a light surrounding you now, not artificial, not performative. It's divine. It's the peace that passes understanding. The kind that doesn't rattle when people walk away. The kind that holds steady when the world gets loud. And what's coming next? Abundance, stability, protection. No more instability. No more half-hearted circles. The people around you now will be those who saw you rise, not those who tried to keep you down. You, they've won. Not through revenge, not through shouting, but by standing in quiet truth. That's the kind of victory no one can steal. Something sacred is forming on the other side of this storm. A new beginning where no one will ever misuse your name again. The barriers they built have become bridges, leading you straight into purpose. The storm was loud, the pain was real, but now the light has returned, and the path ahead is clear. What was meant to break you has become the foundation for your greatest transformation. You are free, you are protected, you have already won. And this is the moment where everything makes sense. Chosen one, lean in. What you're sensing is not anxiety, it's alignment. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give supper thanks with contributions of up to $120. I pay men to get blessing 100 million. The shifting in the atmosphere isn't chaos. It's the sound of justice, putting everything in its rightful place. The very people who once walked proudly behind the curtain of deceit are now being unmasked by the weight of their own actions. They cannot hide anymore. Their words, once sharp and calculated, are catching up to them. And not just in whispers, but in glaring, undeniable consequence. The illusion is shattering. The very faces they manipulated are now turning away, confused and disappointed. Because what was once hidden is now fully exposed. Don't scroll. This is the part they never expected. The same voice that once whispered your name with contempt will now have no choice but to speak it with respect. The same doors they closed to lock you out are opening wide, not just to let you back in, but to lift you higher than you've ever stood. You are being elevated in a way they cannot stop, cannot block, and cannot explain. What's happening now is not luck. Heaven's order is reasserting itself with quiet precision. Sudden peace is beginning to enter rooms that once held nothing but tension. Unexpected opportunities are showing up in places they swore you'd never reach. This is not chance, it's restoration. They didn't see it coming. They mistook your silence for weakness. They didn't realize your calm wasn't fear, it was faith in action. And now that faith has become your force, your momentum, your crown. For the Lord is your defender. The Holy One of Israel is your Redeemer. Isaiah 54:5. Everything they used to build their version of the story is falling apart. The one who cast themselves as the victim, who distorted your image to make themselves look holy, is now being revealed for who they truly are. Lies never last long under the weight of truth. And justice isn't coming, it's already in motion. Even if you can't see it fully yet, behind the scenes, your name is being spoken in rooms you've never entered. The right people are hearing the real story. Someone we CH influence has noticed. Someone with integrity is stepping in. Not out of pity, but because truth demands response. This rise of yours, it's not just a comeback. It's a declaration. A message that you cannot silence the chosen. That when God covers someone, no plan can uncover them. Every time they tried to erase you, heaven was carving your name deeper into the future. This is your victory chapter. You faced betrayal and didn't retaliate. You walked through storms without losing your peace. And now you are entering a season where everything lost is returning in multiplied form. Not because you chased it, but because you released what no longer served your peace. Let go. Declutter your space, your thoughts, your memories. Release what has already released you. The smallest act of surrender, deleting an old conversation, forgiving what still hurts, makes room for divine alignment to flood in. This is where restoration ends and revelation begins. The truth has already spoken. The storm has passed. And you've won, not by proving yourself, but by preserving your soul. You are untouchable now. Not because you're loud, but because you're covered. Your peace is louder than any accusation. Your stillness has become a spiritual signal that says, I am no longer available for destruction. The very people who scoffed at your silence are now speechless. The ones who weaponized your name are now struggling to defend their own. Their influence is crumbling like ash. Their plans are collapsing under the weight of divine reversal. Every tool they tried to use against you has become a building block for your next chapter. You're being talked about again, but not with slander. This time it's all. They don't understand how you remained calm through the chaos, how you still shine when they tried to dim your light. But it's simple. Your light didn't come from them. Now the one who led the betrayal feels the silence pressing in. The coldness from those who once praised them is growing. The echoes of their lies are louder than they ever imagined. Their power has dissolved and their own reflection one they try to avoid, is demanding accountability. You're walking into spaces that once denied you. You're being welcomed by people who now recognize your worth. You are not just stepping back in, you are ascending. And those who once thought they had power over your future now realize they never did. The Lord will perfect that which concerns me. Psalm 138:8. This is no ordinary turnaround. This is destiny taking command. Your name carries weight now, not because of what was said, but because of how you walked through fire without burning. You remain grounded, and that ground has become your throne. Where there was once resistance, there is now favor. Where there was pain, there is now recognition. The places that dismissed you are preparing your seat. You're rising into a level where rumors can't reach you and manipulation cannot find you. And yes, the same people Ho tried to block you will witness the divine irony of watching you saw. They'll hear your name in spaces they thought were reserved for them. And though their lips may never speak it aloud, their hearts will know you were the one all along. You didn't just survive their plan, you outgrew their reach. Divine protection shielded you while they dug their own trap. And now the doors opening for you are not just for your success, they are for your peace, your calling, your legacy. You are not who you were when this began. You are refined, sharpened, awakened, untouchable by anything sent to harm you. What's coming next will silence every lie, heal every wound, rewrite every line they tried to author over your life. And when people ask how you made it through, your only answer will be, I stood still and heaven fought for me. This is the moment where your victory takes its final form. Everything meant to tear you down has turned into a platform. The betrayal became the launching point. The lies became stepping stones. And now, your story is unfolding in light. The narrative has shifted completely. Heaven's justice now reigns. Their words no longer carry weight. Yours echo with grace. You've entered a place they can no longer follow. Stay here in the light because this isn't survival anymore. This is glory. Stay with me. You're standing at the edge of something extraordinary. What once felt like loss is now revealing itself as positioning. The same heaven that witnessed your breaking is now orchestrating your rising. While they were busy writing you off, heaven was writing you in. Every tear was recorded, every injustice seen, and now the stage has been set for your vindication. Blessings have been gathering like clouds before rain, quietly, patiently, hidden from the eyes of those who wanted to see you fail. What looked like silence was divine strategy. Behind the scenes, unseen forces have been aligning people, timing doors you never knocked on, all moving toward you with purpose. They tried to shut doors, but new ones have opened without their permission. Doors they never knew existed. What they used to remove you has become proof you were chosen all along, not because of position or power, but because your spirit was always anchored in truth. There is a recognition coming. Someone with discernment, someone who sees through illusions has noticed you. Not the image they painted of you, but the real you, patient, pure, persevering. That person is preparing to reach out. And when they do, it will mark a turning point. Not just a new chapter, but a whole new book. You won't have to chase it. Divine favor is never chased. It's drawn. You'll receive the call, the message, the invitation, and you'll know. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give supper thanks with contributions of up to $120. I pay men to get blessing 100 million. Titi Bar Shen. You'll feel it in your spirit before it ever arrives. Not long ago, it was about survival, clear, in your name, holding your peace while others tore your character apart. But now it's about stepping into destiny. You are being guided into rooms where manipulation can survive, into places where your authenticity is your protection. No more defending who you are, no more shrinking to make others comfortable. You've transformed, you've healed, You've evolved. You're no longer reactive. You're radiant. You're no longer seeking validation. You've become the standard. The truth now speaks through you. It walks with you. It surrounds you. What they plan to use to humiliate you has failed completely. And while they're left grasping for control, you are standing taller, freer, more powerful than ever before. Your name, once dragged, is now being written in light. Not just restored, but exalted. Not out of revenge, but because righteousness always rises. The stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. Psalm 118 to 22. That's your story now. You are no longer a victim of Baal. You are the revelation that came from it. You are the evidence that truth doesn't need to shout. It only needs to stand. Because when the storm is over, it's not the noise that remains. It's the structure built in silence. Those who whispered to destroy you, now they whisper prayers you'll never hear. Not for your downfall, but for mercy. Their silence is no longer strength. It's guilt. And that guilt has become the echo of everything they tried to bury. Heaven recorded it all. And now the very energy they poured into harming you is rebounding. The same people who tried to replace you will find themselves replaced not by force, but by consequence. Divine balance is correcting what was wrong. Authority built on deceit cannot hold. And the doors they once slammed shut will now reject them. That is not karma. That is justice in perfect alignment. You are no longer standing in survival. You are standing in fulfillment. You are the walking proof that integrity outlasts manipulation. That purity cannot be erased. And though their names may echo for a while, yours will endure not with noise, but with substance. Everything they tried to take, it's coming back multiplied. But this is not random. These blessings, these new beginnings are rewards. Sacred compensation for every sleepless night, every silent battle, every unanswered accusation you carried with grace. And as the energy shifts, you'll feel it. The weight lifts, the room feels lighter, your soul begins to breathe again. That's not coincidence. That's release. What once felt like a curse has crowned you. The plan that was built to exclude you has only exalted you. And now the script has flipped permanently. You're not begging for acceptance. You are commanding respect. You're no longer explaining your heart. You are being understood without words. Gratitude will be your compass now. Each morning, speak it aloud. I am thankful that truth always finds me. That posture unlocks things no striving ever could. It too yours your heart to expectancy and your path to promise. Someone who once believed the lies about you is waking up. They'll reach out not to be welcomed back, but to release the weight of their own guilt. That's not for your ego, that's for your closure. Their confession will mark the final seal. The cycle is complete. You've passed the test, not through rage, but through restraint. You didn't just survive the storm, you've outgrown the world that created it. And now the blessings are flowing in. New spaces, new voices, new peace. This is your coronation. The shifting is real. Where resistance once lived, favor now rests. Where pain once echoed, joy now abides. They once used your name in rooms to tear you down. Now your name is being whispered with awe, with reverence as a symbol of resilience, of grace under fire. And the most beautiful part, you never needed to prove anything. Your composure was your crown. Your silence was your sermon. Your peace was your protest. You've crossed over now into a frequency where betrayal can't reach you, where manipulation breaks at your doorstep, where purpose guards every step you take. You are not who you were when this began. You are refined, elevated, unshakable. The story has turned completely, and what was used against you has become the very foundation for your future. This is your restoration, silent, sacred, and final. Heaven has declared it. You didn't just come back, you ascended. Stay with me until the final breath of this message, beloved, because what began as a storm of betrayal has now been rewritten as a chapter of divine legacy. What others tried to end in secret, God has transformed into an unfolding masterpiece. You're no longer surviving the wreckage they're watching from afar as you rise beyond the reach of every scheme they once whispered in darkness. There is a shift in the air, a divine lifting. You are being carried by something far greater than mere luck or chance. The hand of God has moved, repositioning you into a place no human hand can remove you from. Every strategy plotted against you has collapsed under the weight of truth. Every insult has become a stepping stone. The same people who used your name to tear you down can no longer speak it without feeling the echo of conviction. You've become untouchable, not through pride, but through purification. The trials didn't break you. They burned away what couldn't come with you. You've emerged, refined, just like gold passed through fire. And now your name is being mentioned in places of honor, in circles where truth matters more than image. The Lord is my defense, and my God is the rock of my refuge. Psalm 94:22. What they thought would bury you has become the soil that rooted your purpose. What was meant to finish you has become the very wind beneath your elevation. This moment is no accident. You were chosen for it. You were built for it. And nothing they do now can stop what has already been spoken over your life. Stay with me. This is where you step fully into your assignment. The pain was preparation. The betrayal was alignment. The loss was only a setup for multiplication. Everything they tried to take is returning in a form they can't recognize. Peace, clarity, provision, and protection. The doors they shut have not only reopened, they've been replaced with gates of favor. You're no longer knocking, you're walking through. And not just into opportunity, but into authority. You are not who you were before. The sleepless nights, the moments of silence, the false accusations, they've shaped you into someone unshakable. You are not rising by revenge. You are rising by revelation. This is divine timing, perfect, strategic, sacred. Every delay made sense the moment the blessing began. And now you walk with a different posture, one that doesn't chase validation, because heaven has already declared you valid. There is nothing left from the old chapter that can follow you here. The cords have been cut. The shadows have been dispersed. And the people who once watched your pain with satisfaction are now silent, because grace silences what gossip can't. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways. Psalm 37:7. Stay present. The recognition you're stepping into may feel unreal, but it's real. It's not random attention. It's the harvest from years of unseen sowing. Strangers see your strength now. Those fighting similar battles are inspired by your light, not because you shouted your truth, but because you lived it with quiet resilience. Your story has become a silent sermon. And those who once doubted you are seeing it unfold in ways they never expected. The same voices that whispered against you are now whispering prayers, not for your fall, but for forgiveness. That's the power of sacred turnaround. This is your rebirth. You're not just restored, you're renewed. Every scar has become wisdom, every delay a redirection. You are walking into a chapter Thay. T reads like prophecy, not because you wrote it, but because heaven did. And no lie formed against it will ever stand. The ones who mocked your fall are now watching your rise, speechless. Their plans failed. The seat they thought you'd never return to has been elevated beyond their reach. Not only are you still standing,